I had a conversation with Yanni Kreese from Gold Street at the time, and they know their thing. They're well established. The Kreese group is well established, and he said, bro, he puts me on. It's like, bro, have you ever looked at like Alibaba? And I was like, nah, never like looked at that. Like,
And this was then.
yeah, I'm like China. I'm like, nah, not China, boy. Like,
China.
nah, no ways, boy.
You're like,
And you always think, you know, because every person's like has this misconception that like, it's China's it's Hong Kong.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
China
it's
thing
Hong Kong.
is big.
Yeah, you know, like I'll just go buy some Levi's jeans
Yeah.
and then do it from scratch, you know.
No story.
And then homies actually started hitting me up, and once lockdown happened, like I started doing more of that, and then that caught like attention of like Levi's. They invited
brand,
me
the
for a
Levi's.
session. Yeah, they sent me jeans to do like custom during lockdown also, because you know that time brands were looking
Yeah, they were trying to be
for
active.
ways
they
of
needed
okay,
something.
how do we operate something while people are still in house, you know?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kevin X, and this is SA Streetwear News with another banging one.
Another one.
Another
It's
one.
been a minute, but I gotta tell you people, man, you know, shout out for all you guys are sticking with us. We're at episode 9 right now.
9, baby.
So
9,
do the
baby.
right thing. Do the right thing. See the gears pulling up.
Man.
So do the right thing, man. We need you
Man.
guys on the socials and everywhere. That's what I'm gonna start with.
Man.
And then I'm gonna say on my right is my bro.
Today I go by Lisa, Mika, Stacy, Bobby, Sipati, Kaylee, Clara, Sarah, Macy. Special friends out now, baby. Enzo Morale, baby. Enzo Morale, baby.
Another side effects.
Oh my God, that on
I
my
understand.
Yo, dude, that was the one. That was
one.
and on the far left is the the only one. The only one.
Hi guys. Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? Like, subscribe, people, please.
Please.
Let's not
Yeah, it's
formalities are formalities, but that thing is important to us. Danko. Tokyo Stacks.
Yes, sir.
Katelemnyama, kind of.
Yes. That's it. That's it. That's it.
doesn't need much.
AKA,
Say cut
less
it,
is
boy.
more,
You say
okay?
cut
This
it.
is more, it's not a long story.
AKA, thank you. It's not a long
Athleisure.
story. Not a long story.
We got a big queen today.
Talk about it.
The
Huge
giant one.
member.
Talk about it.
Hey, man.
Ish.
Valhalla in the house.
You.
Green
Shout
tab
out.
in the house. Connecting the queen.
Sure.
Hey,
Alumni.
Big Tony Jr., man. Talk
Yeah,
to
let's
me.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Talk to me.
Let's go. What an
Thank
honor. What an
Thank
honor.
you,
You see what's
thank
going
you.
on? You see what's going on? You had to
Nah.
be
They
there.
had to be there,
I
big
got a
dog.
name. I got a name for Tony. So we like Les is the North God. This nigga is the North God.
Joe.
that's a nice one.
Come on, the North God.
You see what's going on?
South side in this bitch though.
No, it's an honor.
Can we actually?
Yeah. Go
we
ahead,
can,
boy.
boy. Go
Go
crazy,
ahead,
man.
go ahead, bro. I told
Okay,
you.
you at home, big dog?
Yes, sir.
At
Bro,
home.
You swear at home, Papa.
do you? Good question.
Hey, sometimes.
That's a brilliant
it's-
Good question.
Like slips.
But yeah, guys, we got one of the greatest, out here. One of the members who's doing the best.
Yes,
I don't even
sir,
know what to
man.
say, but like if you don't have this guy,
Appreciate
Yo.
it.
Today you're gonna know.
Today you're carving it.
today you're gonna know. You see
Fire
the
by
members
force.
rocking the
We all
caps.
came prepared, dog.
Came with the skipper.
Oh yeah,
We all came
No, shout
prepared.
out, shout out.
Don't-
That's crazy. man.
don't skip the thing. So the fit check was gonna deal with
No,
it.
that's coming. Yeah, no,
Don't worry
it's coming.
about it.
So yeah, you know it. Should I just kick it off for
Yeah,
SP?
you can kick
Yes,
it off.
Rev them engines. Rev them engines. Rev
Kick
Okay,
it off, big
shout
dog.
out to the JD family.
Alright.
It's hunting season.
Aish,
You know what I'm saying? Got the Gulliver Richmond Scaife, I'm sure the only brew in JSEC right now.
Shout out Rich Man Skate.
And obviously, you see what's going on here. The Valhalla way.
Man,
And
get
obviously,
accessorized, man.
just popped the tag this morning, Sample Boys, JD work shorts, And then I just said the Puma XL, just for the control, because you know what's
Oh,
going
yeah?
on here.
On brand.
Yes, sir.
That's clean.
I'm a
man.
Quebos. Oh, yeah, Dress Up Friday for the specs. I thought I would switch it
what
up.
is that?
Dress Up Friday,
UF. Shout out Clint.
I'm saying? Shout out Clint, shout out to the members. SP.
Me, I'm simple today, guys. You know I don't like fit checks. Gotta catch me on the street. Gotta catch it in real life. Though. But I had to come prepared today with the big Valhalla. Born to fly. peep the fit check on the
Heavy,
screen. I ain't gonna
heavy,
stand up.
You see
I ain't
it.
gonna stand up right now, kid.
You see it.
But I'm coming with the camo pants.
Mhm.
No shoes.
Sure.
SP no shoes.
SP Jesus.
SP Jesus. SP Crest.
Damn it.
I'm coming with them Cuervo. I don't usually do this, but you know, I'm coming with them Cuervo today.
Albamo.
Espiquet. Is it
Special
Nika?
friends out now. Special
yeah.
friends out now. Special friends out now. Zersky.
Tony, what are you
Big
working
Tony,
with?
what you wearing, dog?
Hey,
Start with the
Hey.
somewhere.
Should I start from the top? Okay, let me start from the top.
Sure.
I got that Valhalla Pegasus snapback. About to restock soon, so next week get yours. I got the unreleased Every Dog Has Its Day. Because you know, we on the come up. If you're on the come up,
too much.
Mm.
then yeah, you gotta get this one. But later next year maybe.
Sure.
Ah,
I'm kidding, December.
Yeah, you guys are skates.
I was scared. I'm like, yo.
And
What
then,
else?
yeah, I got the green tap jeans. Crazy custom one of ones.
Ladia.
And then yeah, man, the Batu's
Ay, ay, ay,
Ice.
ay,
What
ay,
am I?
ay,
Carrots collaboration, so
Come on.
it's extra special, you know.
Keep it green.
Keeping it green, man. You see the bottoms.
Keeping it
See
green,
the
baby.
bottoms.
Keeping it green, baby.
He's fighting.
Keeping it green.
He's fighting.
And keeping it green on the left side.
Hey, yeah.
Green
Tokyo
at a
Streetwear
formidable
School.
75 kilograms. From the
Heavyweight.
kingdom of Eswatini.
Ay.
Tokyo Black.
Boom.
How many stacks?
3.
That's us.
Not 1.
Aibo.
Not
Heavy,
2.
heavy.
But 3.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why Tony took off his feathers because, hey,
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 you
you're
should have
fighting.
known better. So he already told you what it is. It's coming. December.
Oh my
9
goodness.
cleavers. Okay?
Please do the right thing,
Okay,
kids.
so yeah. The Valhalla, the you understand? The cat in Nyama way. Can you feel the black cat
Sure.
furs?
That one is a must-have. But that
And
one.
then it's just daily paper, man. Just uniforms.
Sure.
Just uniforms.
Just.
daily
Head
paper,
to toe.
2-piece t-shirt. You know, keeping it green.
Oh my goodness.
Valhalla theme.
eco-friendly, you know.
Understand?
And then
Eco-friendly.
and then even the shoes are just you know,
ATL.
the rainforest.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Keep it green, guys. Oh, Cassie flavor socks even.
Oh.
Ay.
You ain't have to do it like that.
Don't worry about it too much.
I mean,
Good.
the
You
big
see
car.
what's going on here? It wasn't me. It's peace.
Niggas call Las Panse. Barhadel.
Yo, no, this is heck. This is
Nah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah. I always take
You
it for
forgot the
granted.
Zazas.
But the Zaz, you know,
You
you're coming
forgot
with
the
the
Zaz.
T-Pain. You're coming with
Hey.
the T-Pain today.
Oakley way.
You know what I mean?
That unlock.
You've been chopped and screwed.
You've officially been chopped.
I'm done. I'm finished.
Oh my goodness, what a crazy
I won't lie. The
intro.
fit check is becoming serious.
Yo,
it's a serious
no
one.
ways,
It's a
but now we
serious
gotta
one.
come with the
Becoming
Christmas
too
clothes.
serious. Dog, we must wear Christmas clothes.
Now we must wear Christmas clothes because
Yo.
Nah, but you guys at the brands, come alive. You know, you can see this is a nothing. Give
Yes,
us
sir.
We're
give
moving
us some
something.
butlers. We want them butlers.
We're moving something.
We'll
We're
wear your
moving
stuff,
something.
okay?
You
We'll
see
wear
the
your
members are wearing the Valhalla
Hey,
way.
Understand?
This is even
It's a
like
family
a
affair.
sponsored episode. Of
Very sponsored.
Yeah. You see what's
look
going
that way.
on. Hey, Hype is crying.
Ish.
Hype is crying. Tell him he must gym first. Yabo.
You have to work hard for
Must
this
gym,
one.
work hard, my boy. You know,
work hard.
climb the
Promote.
mountains.
Yo.
I know we got you, Hype. We got you. Really,
That's
don't worry
crazy,
about it.
man.
But yeah, guys, today is a special one. Like, I'm overwhelmed because, you know, once again, we got a dope individual in here that's representing the culture, person that participates, somebody that contributes, somebody is very passionate at what he does, you know. And like, when the paper, what's the paper saying? The creative director.
Fly shit only, man. Creative director.
Creative director, dog Valhalla.
Taylor, dog Boma.
Everything,
Green
dog.
tab, yo.
Where do we even start?
Where do we start?
Where do we
man?
start, Tokyo?
We
Where
have
do
to
we
start at the
start?
beginning.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
did-
the first
Where
thing-
did it start?
First thing I want to know, why do you always...
Even the modeling, huh?
The
Yo,
modeling.
the
dog.
modeling.
Yeah,
dog.
the
I'm even
modeling.
shocked. Like,
The
yeah.
first thing I want to know, you
Yeah,
turn your F's into V's. I've seen even your texts.
Yeah, my V's into F. Sorry,
Oh,
my
your
F's
F
into
to the
V's.
V's. Yeah, that's something I noticed.
Pronunciation is more with the F's, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out. Hey,
What's
guys,
the
it's
reason
different than
behind
rap.
that? What's the story behind that?
So practically when I came up, well, I didn't come up with the name per se. It was my big bro.
Shout out, big
Shout
bro.
out to big bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one and only.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like when you pronounce things, it's similar to Afrikaans, like the V's or F's. That's how they pronounce things.
Yeah.
So it just made sense that when I say certain things or type certain things to just put the V instead of like the
That's
A
hard.
or the F. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
flipping, man.
No, I
That's
saw that. I peeked it. I was like, hey, this guy's coming with the codes, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, man, am I
gotta
not
know
cool?
some.
Am I not cool enough? Do I not know how to decipher go down? I'm like, wait a minute, it's everywhere, man. Hold up. So I'm like, okay, this is sick, bro.
Nah,
the
you,
North Star.
you gotta know
Mhm,
some.
mhm,
God, yeah.
mhm. Shout out for the people who don't know you, bro. Please let them know who you are. You know, represent your clique.
Shout
You know what
out,
I'm
shout out,
saying?
yo, shout out for the intro, man. Mad
Shout out.
respects, thank you.
Shout out, we had to.
Hey, man,
Really
you're a big
appreciate
queen.
it. I think
We
it's
had to, boy.
it's a nice one. But for those who don't know me, I go by the name of Tony.
Mm-hmm,
I am the creative director for Valhalla.
mm-hmm.
I am the founder, the designer, the all-rounder. So yeah.
Gee, hey, hit us with the bombs. Did you hear this guy? Director, founder, designer, yo, source, everything, dog.
Yonkinto.
Wow.
Yonkinti pia washa, bro.
Yo, man, like, bro, I don't even know. I was trying to think specifically where I first saw you. I'm not sure if it was the icy video or I ran into you somewhere wearing your famous V hoodie.
Oh, crazy. I actually think was it the icy Kof one? Did you pull up to the? La
No.
Familia?
I think I watched it. And you stood out because you were wearing your own brand.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, shout out. That video is crazy. Actually.
What? This guy, Paul, you know that, what do you call it? Those videos,
How much is your outfit?
how much is your outfit?
Yeah.
So La Familia had one, eh?
Yeah.
And IC was there, the guy that does that, how much is your outfit? He was there. And everybody's wearing things. And this guy pulled up in his own pieces, dog.
Shit.
I thought that was insane. I was like, okay. But then I thought, like, I saw you somewhere. I just don't know where. But we've have crossed paths before because obviously, you know, Mandem's been doing this for a while. And I always have my eye on people that are operating at the highest level.
Cell phone
Thank
Cali,
you.
baby.
Hey, man, cell phone Cali, dog.
Cell phone
Always.
Cali, baby.
Hey, now shout out to Cell Phone Kelly, dog. You know how it is back in the days, bro. Kids, don't sleep on yourself, dog. Don't say I'm waiting
Sleep
for
on your
camera.
cell phone.
Yeah,
Don't you?
Don't sleep on
Yo.
your cell phone.
Could have
Hey,
been
hey,
brown
now.
days, like.
Yeah,
Could've been
yeah.
brown days,
It could have been. It
We
could
got,
have
we
been.
got Hakim right along in PSI 25, right?
Yeah. The pop-ups of the
Yeah.
brands.
Nice.
People didn't know that one, but I'm just seeing this bro distributing like these, like what they call like balloons. They look like balloons almost.
Yeah,
like
it
air
was
bubbles.
like replicating the bubbles in those bubbles, you know?
That time I'm walking with Solo and we're like, yo, bro,
Yay.
we gotta go to whatever this guy's giving us because
Yay.
Oh yeah, that was the,
packaging.
invitation.
Yeah, the invite was crazy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
nah,
crazy.
let's
Yeah,
go, let's
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
And
Yo.
then, yeah, that's practically when the first time I bumped into you.
Crazy.
Like,
we had
was it-
Nike head to toe.
Was
dog.
it that time? It could have been before, man, because you and Solo was always with like party time and then
Yeah, for
they
the
on,
Onyx
they on
parties.
that corner. So
Yeah.
like for me, like I already remember you from those days, but just like, you know, like Calvin was saying, just like being around, participating,
Yep.
just trying to figure out, okay, what am I gonna do and when's gonna be my time to enter, type thing. And then you came through, you know, with your own unique way of like putting the apparel together. You were starting with
Shout out.
with the upcycle Magangi. That was something I was also into, which is why I gravitated to you, because I really like the recycling, upcycling, that sustainable angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like, because that's how you kind of started with the thing, or
Yeah, I think
I stand
it kind of gave me more like attention, if I say, like brand awareness, because the time that I started doing it was just before lockdown when that happened. So I was already doing like customs for clients because at the time I was working at La Familia and
Hectic.
I was like, okay, cool. When I go out, I also gotta like rep my brand, look aesthetically to, you know, my code.
Dope.
Yeah.
So I customized my own stuff, and I remember like I was in one of the parties, and a few of the dudes are like, "Yo, dude, these jeans, like, what jeans are these?" And I'm like, "Nah, these are actually mine. Like, I just customized some old all white jeans that I had, and you know, the all white jeans always like stained somewhere, bro. So I was
Yeah.
like, I tie dyed it, distressed
Dope.
it,
Tough.
and yeah, from there when I started getting more of those requests, I was like, hey, actually."
sound onto
Something is moving.
If you hit me up, I'll customize something of yours or whatever. Or if not, like I'll just go buy some Levi's jeans
Yeah.
and then do it from scratch, you know.
That's dope.
And then homies actually started hitting me up. And once lockdown happened, like I started doing more of that. And then that caught like attention of like Levi's. They invited
brand,
me
the
for a
Levi's.
session. Yeah, they sent me jeans to do like custom during lockdown also because you know that time brands were looking
Yeah, they were trying to be
Yeah.
active.
for
needed-
ways
they
of
needed
okay,
something.
how do we operate something while people are still in house, you know? and I just did it for my own home,
That's so
And
fly, man.
that gave me like way more like attention that when I dropped my first hoodie, which was the V utility hoodie. Yeah, then I took off from there.
Crazy. So were you doing all of this while you were studying, or were you like, what was happening?
Yeah, take us back, bro. Take us
Yo,
back.
bro, I was studying, I was working.
Where
so when people say like, yo, dog, you can't like just be, you can't have a 9 to 5, it's cap. Like have a 9 to 5, get your degree, bag whatever you can, because more information is like, the more you have, dog, the more you can do with it, right? Use that knowledge to your advantage and make the most of it. So yeah.
Can you walk us through that? Yeah,
Oh,
you were
Harry,
studying
Harry,
somewhere. Where were you studying?
so
were you studying and working at the same time?
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. How were you juggling that? Where were you studying?
So at first I started at Lysoff.
Hey, another one.
Another
Another
license.
one.
Another one.
Sambe
Yo,
doctor.
we've got all the lights off alumni on this bench.
Come on, man. You see what's going on?
See
Lights
this
off.
bench?
Lights off?
You see what's going on?
Lights off. Are you smelling us? Lights
Yo,
off.
lights off.
Lights
Are you
off.
smelling us? Lights
Panel,
off.
dog. We can pull up.
If
They
lights
have a
off
panel.
enrollments go up in 2025.
Yo.
Then you know.
Yeah,
Yo.
then
SA Streetwear
then
school.
you gotta make me an alumni, right?
For real, for real. So you graduate.
I didn't graduate.
Hey.
It's okay.
I mean,
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. So you did
Still
the
out here?
job. Look at
Still
you
out
now.
here?
You know what I mean?
You gotta push it, right?
No, shout out to
Because
Lysoff,
the fees were expensive. Sorry, Lysoff, but the fees
Hey.
pretty much a bag. And yeah, when I got to my second year, they like told me, nah, you can't do your third year unless you finish clearing your fees.
But you were coming with the A's. You were coming with the right.
Bro, hey, if I'm lying, you can
Yeah,
pull
pull
up my files.
Pull the front.
But
Come
I
on.
got pulled into like a conversation with like the headmaster
Sure.
and like one of my teachers that she really like not looked up to me, but had like saw the potential in me.
Yeah.
And she's like, yo, we actually got to speak about this situation because you're one of my top students, right?
Sure.
And you're doing really well. Like you've picked up your grades, like phenomenal, right? And then the headmaster says, yeah, but unfortunately, like if you had the situation, you should have applied for the bursary thing. And I'm like, I didn't know, like you know.
Didn't have
She
this
didn't
information.
teach. She didn't teach.
didn't let
it,
him
dog.
know.
Operating,
Exactly.
boys.
So now you were inside. You were like, I'm
You know?
inside. I'm gonna operate. man.
Exactly. So I was just like, hey, bro, what can I do? Can't I just finish it off and then end up paying like at the end?
Yeah.
They're like, nah, boy.
Damn.
You too high, you too up there.
Mm.
It would be more of like a risk to keep incurring those like fees from you, whatever. So I was like, hey, okay, cool. And then straight after that, that's like when I went from like part-time job to like
Full.
going to find a full-time job now. Because even the part-time's like, it's not enough.
Not enough, boys. You need to
Yeah,
move. You need to be in Bram. You need to be in places. You gotta do the things.
So yeah, since I was always in Bram, I started looking in Bram, and one day, funny enough, like I bumped into Tusa, and it's like, yo, what you doing here? And I'm like, yo, I'm actually looking around for like
Fine.
for Spawn.
Mm.
And Tusa's like, yo, actually, like, why didn't you come to me? And I was like, yo, but I know Dip Street never has vacancies for it.
Gee,
Like, no,
shout out to
crazy-
Dip Street.
Crazy part is I actually have a new vacancy right now.
Crazy.
And it's like,
Wow.
okay, perfect timing.
God's plan.
Wow, wow.
And yeah, that's how it kind of like started in the Dip Street level there.
So you were there,
That's
the Dip
fucking
Street
cool.
scene, the Mpasa, you know, like you
Yeah.
basically left this gala straight into the
Which
space.
Dip Street was it? The
Brahman.
yeah, but
No,
there
you're
was-
saying, yeah,
Like there
the
was Dip
Juta one.
Street.
And there's a Gwibi Street. What?
I think
what's
it was on
called?
the court.
Ilof, isn't it?
What's that street, man?
The street that has the Wits Gallery, but just further down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
what
think it's
is
the
it?
court, dog. I think
It's
it is the court.
The court,
the-
yeah. So was it the court or was it the Juta
The
one?
Juta one, the new one.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
After that, they went to
To Parkhurst.
Parkers.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, shout out Dip Street.
Shout
man.
out Dip
Shout out
Street,
Dip
man.
Street. Shout out Tusa.
One of the realest stores, man, for sure. Shout
For
out
real.
to
So how long were you spanning at Dip Street for?
Yo, I think it was from 2018 till 2019.
Okay, so
Yeah.
decent
One
shift.
nice, yeah.
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 No, I'm capping. I think it was from 2016 even.
Really?
Yeah, because I finished, I matriculated 2014, 2015 did my first year, 2017 to 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's time.
Yeah, homies are out here giving the kids the spine, bro. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's
bro.
dope. To
Yeah,
be
bro,
fair,
that's
to be
fire
fair.
That
Shout
is
out,
like,
shout,
I
out,
mean,
shout out to Tusa for that. How many people
Yeah,
can
bro.
say that they were employing the youngins for that? So
Nah,
shout out to that.
Yeah.
So but wait, at this time, did you know that you were into Mpatha? You already know that you were operating, or was this just like luck, like you know the brewer and you
Yeah,
like the schooners.
yeah, not fully, because like already then I feel like he had always seen me come to the store because I always used to come there. Solo and I used to go there, and we're like, yo, bro, when we do like, because Solo and I started our first brand together, which was
Shout out Solo.
Common Addiction.
It was what?
What's it called?
Common Addiction.
Common Addiction.
Yeah,
Yeah, where that common
CMNA.
addiction at, B?
Hey, that was practice, bro.
Freestyle.
You know what? Island ever since is about practice.
Yeah.
That was practice. So we're always like, yeah, bro, once this brand, like once we establish it, let's try to get it into some stores. And like the ideal store at the time was Dip Street.
Sure.
It was the only store that was actually taking in like local brands, like your Soul, your Two Bob, blah, blah. So when we saw it, we were like, yeah, bro, this is probably our angle and the best maneuver. Then I remember like we came there and then Tus was like, okay, yeah, fully, but bring the clothes. Let me peep it and do like a, what you call it, quality check.
Nice.
And we're like, okay, now we're learning more about this thing. We're
Yeah.
like, okay, this is the business side now. We thought we could just make cool stuff, but it's like now is the quality, is it great? Is it phenomenal? Is it average? So we're like, okay, cool. Once we make the stuff, we'll bring it through for like evaluation. And yeah, Solo and I were just like, at the time, we were just mad focused on perfection. And that was our thing. Like, yo, this thing gotta be perfect. Gotta be perfect. Gotta be perfect. And then eventually, yeah, we never really officially dropped the brand.
Hectic.
Yeah, that
Coming
was
soon.
Some interesting.
yeah, it was a coming soon type vibe.
Yeah.
But
Wait, you and Solo, you guys met at school?
nah, yo, we met like from our dads. Like our dads were like really close friends. Practically, like you know, like when they say like, yo, this is your uncle.
Yeah.
This is your cousin. Yeah, so it was that vibe. And funny enough, we were in the same primary school, but we never used to like, we never knew.
Never linked.
And then one day, my dad takes me to Solo's crib, right? To his dad's house, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, this is your uncle, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool. And then Solo, I see he comes downstairs and he looks at me. He's like, yo, don't you go to my school?
Hectic.
As well.
And it's
That's
like,
wild, bro.
and I'm like, yeah, I actually do. I think I was still in uniform that time because my dad fetched me from school.
jail.
Yeah, there. So it was like, yeah, cool. And it's like, yo, you play FIFA? I was like, yeah.
Shout out.
Let's roll.
Common addiction.
Common
Common
addiction.
addiction.
There's a common addiction right there.
Let's tell
Big
B.
link
Let's
up,
tell
big
B.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
the people who don't know Solo behind the brand backyard, right?
yeah.
Straight up,
Big up
shout out
Solo.
Solo.
Come on the show, Solo.
Big
Come on,
Solo.
Solo.
Come
on the
man.
show.
Yeah, you guys
Solo.
gotta have me at that.
Yeah, come on the
Yeah,
show.
I know.
Solo.
I saw them on his tombs, so that's why I've been like, yo, man. And I was like, hey, man, these guys been locked
You wanted
in
to
for
connect
a
the dots.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, bro. That looks like Solo, bro. And I'm like, how do these guys link up? Because,
But
like I
it's
said,
the South Side thing.
Yeah, Southside.
Oh, you guys are
yeah,
all from the south,
all
no?
Southside.
shout out to
2190.
the South.
Oh,
Shout out to
Yeah.
the South.
that's
Bro.
fine, that's fine.
Oof.
Man,
Damn. Where do
Bro.
you even, bro?
go from there, bro.
Okay, I've got one. So like, when you were working at Dip Street on Juta, that was when, if I'm not mistaken, when Dip Street got the Jordan account. Because before they only
Yeah.
had like New Balance
Mm.
and what else was there?
It was New Balance, was Adidas.
There was Adidas, but they didn't
was
have
also
Nike.
Check earring there, right?
Yes, there was like the E-Week stuff, but they didn't have the Nike stuff. They got that Nike stuff there.
I think so. I'm almost because hey, when I came in, Tusa already had everything
Like
set up.
things
So
were going.
yeah, the Jordans were there. I remember the first thing as soon as I walked in, there was like the cement fours.
Ush.
Hey Tusa,
Ush.
you made a
Ush.
promise on the cement fours.
Ush, bro. One of my favorites.
I'm gonna hold you to it. But there was cement fours in my size, UK8.
Hey,
And I was like, yo, how much you said you paying me again?
That's a good deal.
And I was just looking at it every day. But yeah, you already had it, so it was set up already when I got there.
So you get the, like, it's another young cat. He's like got a store. He's even selling Jordans now. It's
Yeah.
not a Popeye thing to sell Nike. Like,
Nah.
you need an account.
Yeah.
They need to approve that you get these units from them, and there's an allocation. Like Shelf Life maybe gets 50, and then your store gets like 10, whatever.
Yeah.
So when you're in this situation now, like what's happening in your mind? You like, besides like you doing the brand with Solo, are you thinking about like another brand? Or are you thinking about maybe I need to come with a store? Like what's happening in the Mondo?
Yeah, shout out to that experience because you know when you young and you so in love with the fashion,
Yeah.
it's like being in an environment like that. You gotta be like mad disciplined, right? Because you can
Message.
ask
Listen.
you can ask any of my colleagues. Like we were some months we'd go broke for the sneakers.
I feel you, yeah.
Dog,
Yeah.
we feel you, dog.
Everything for the drip.
Yo, yo,
But
that
the
very
latest
well.
was always on feet, bro. Like,
Come on now,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
Sacrifices.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Come on,
The
you also
latest was
worked
on
it.
feet, and it was more of like you get addicted to it, right?
Yeah.
Because now you have a job, you can sustain yourself, you can buy that stuff for yourself, and the hustle is like, it even like, kind of like it's a bonus.
Yeah.
It's a bonus
Yeah.
because you have a salary, you have the thing. So, bro, now you're buying whatever,
Yeah.
and also working at the store, you get the staff discount. It's like
Ish.
now you're like,
Man.
okay,
Now you-
minus 40%.
Yay.
Yo,
now
fresh.
you flexing, bro. In the streets, you can't be like, you can't be slacking, bro.
Yeah, also you can't be
true.
working at District Street
Fool,
and
look,
Not coming
Look like
alive.
a
you're wearing
Popeye.
like a Rosh Ran or something.
Fool.
Ish, dog.
No.
Nah, that's
You
that's,
must
that's
go work
facts
at
though. It's like
Sporty.
it's brand image though because I feel like these spots
Yeah.
there's like a brand culture.
There
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
True.
So even though in the corporations there's brand culture, but in the streets there's brand culture,
True.
and you gotta look a certain way. Like imagine Tusa's trying to set the bar for like, yo, this is the fly sneaker store or concept store, and then you go inside and staff's just like,
Wearing Supegas.
yeah, Supergas. And it's like, bro, we don't even sell Supergas and stuff.
Feel it.
Hush.
No, nothing against Supergas. I love Supergas, but he don't
know?
sell Supergas. You get me?
True, true.
So, hey, that one is a cold one. So yeah, bro, it's the whole look, the whole feel. You gotta have like an experience when you're shopping,
Yeah.
bro. So retail experience is important. So back to your question, it's like what was going on in my head was I was like absorbing everything like a sponge. I was like, okay, I gotta learn these things.
Yeah.
Let's see how to translate from product to sales, right?
Yeah.
What is
Gotta
it?
make
Is it like
sense.
customer service?
Yeah.
Is it how maybe we have activations in the store, like give people a different experience into culture, and all these things are important because it builds up the whole brand image, and then there's a reputation that everybody's like a part of, and you start feeling like you're a part of the brand. So when you're learning these things, you're like, okay, cool. I know I'm good at the design stuff, but
Yeah.
now how do we start incorporating these other elements into the brand so that people want to like really be a part of it and purchase it, and knowing that, okay, cool, they're not just buying a piece of cloth, but they're buying
They're
a
buying
piece
into the story.
of like heritage almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Message.
That's real, bro.
Yo, because now you're a student coming
Fully.
into this space. Now you're like, hey, I'm here in real time, bro.
Fully.
Because I also tapped into retail as well because I wanted to understand how product moves from distribution to the floor and learning codes of different, like all of that. I wanted to know all of that. I started at ground zero. Shout out to Platinum, Platinum did bears. So they were like, oh, what do you want to do? Do you want to be a stylist? I was like, no. Take me to the stock room. I want to know the codes. I want to know them path. I want to feel the material. I want to know what sells best. Bro, there was times where I remember it would be the craziest day where Durban will call and say at like 11:30 and say, because they used to call each other between Santon, Menlyn, and Durban. They would call
Yeah.
each other and be like, yo, we are on 1.2 million.
Crazy.
At like 12
targets.
targets. We were like, yo.
Wow.
And the stylist would be like, yo, I need this garment. And they would read out in numbers, boy. They wouldn't say a
So they don't say the
turquoise.
green jacket.
No,
with the red what.
like
I
an
was
SK,
saying-
like
We
a-
need code for
like
#7612.
SKU.
Your ass
Bro.
must know what's that thing.
a style
You know what
code.
I'm saying?
That's the
But
matrix.
that was like groundwork for me, but I loved it. But it was so different compared to where I was before. Because where I was
dope.
before, it was fun. But like I can imagine as a lighty stepping into Dip Street, the brand was already like
Yeah, it was-
established.
It was
like,
established because by the time Tusa opened the Juta Street one,
yeah.
like everybody knew, okay, this is the hot spot.
Yeah, they're already a
This
daily
is-
wear.
Yeah, no, that's
They
true. Yeah,
had
that's
those
true.
so-so jackets with the so-so at the back, the straight on my
Yeah,
guy.
that's the crazy one. Everyone used to come like,
Yeah.
yo,
The
Need
destroyer
that
one.
destroyer today.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Destroy today.
You know what's crazy,
Matt
dog?
Kaiser. Come on
Yeah.
the show, Matt Kaiser.
yo, that one there, what you did with that one,
Bro,
Yeah.
I must pull up
Trust
that.
me.
I must pull up that file. The day they dropped the it was mustard, black, and another color, and they dropped that magazine called Friends. you remember they did like a newspaper with like
Like a zine.
Like
Yeah,
with like
zine.
bro. I think I was there. Maybe that's where I met you, B.
Probably.
I'll show you the picture, but shout out to Matt.
modeling?
No. I was actually doing what I'm doing now, but then.
Dope.
Dope.
Cell phone
Cell
Cali.
phone
yeah,
Cali,
yeah.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Sally Cali.
Like when they came
Sally
through,
Cali.
dog. When they came through, they were like, "No, we're actually dropping something there at Dip Street. Pull up." There's a whole video in it. Shout out to Black Nation, man. R.I.P. Andrew, man.
Shout
Dog,
out,
you were
shout
on
out.
something, dog.
Simelani, shout
You were
out.
on something, dog. I used to spanel with Andrew. That's how
Oh, word?
Black Nation was our baby. Me, Chula Caesar, and Andrew. But I was like, you know.
Not like now. Now
Yeah,
you
yeah.
front and center.
I mean,
Beyonce.
look
Come on,
now.
Beyonce. Man, Beyonce.
Hey, come up.
Beyonce. Abona muntu light skin. Beyonce. Ah, yellow bone Beyonce.
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 Ring.
Yo,
It's so wild.
that's wild, dog. But
You gotta get like a Sally ad-lib boy, like ring.
oh my goodness.
We need to get
bro.
this guy a Motorola Razr.
And I actually had one. That was too much.
Yeah.
hit up Primo.
Yo, Primo.
Shout out Primo.
Primo.
Come on the show,
Come on
Primo,
the
with the
show.
cell phone.
Come with the silk.
Oh my days.
That's crazy.
Then you are in the store and like now you're like, okay, cool, you're learning everything. Now you're applying stuff that you were from Sgela, or you're still developing at this time?
Applying pressure. Now I was developing. In my free time, I'd be chilling with my laptop because retail, it gets quiet.
Yeah.
Like you're not always just standing on the floor and looking at product and cleaning stuff. Like once you do all your store activities, like there's some free time, right? So I was like, nah, I got to do something with this free time.
Yeah.
So I was sitting with my laptop wide open, Illustrator crack, Adobe crack there, and I'm just going at it, but developing, and yeah, that's actually where I designed my first hoodie, the V utility hoodie.
Okay.
And yeah, by the time it was almost like the end of my I would say contract with Dip.
Your tenure.
Yeah, it was like I was getting ready to launch my first piece.
Hey,
as,
cheek.
like, yo, this is my brand.
My God.
You had a plan, dog.
Timing,
You
dog.
had a
is young.
plan, bro.
My bro's timing
Yeah,
is
the
key.
timing said, God said, hey, boy, it's now or never, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So when does that crack come into play? No, I'm joking. Like, so obviously you're finishing a Dip. You're coming with the V hoodie.
yeah.
So when do you overlap the V hoodie with the La Familia saga now?
Oof. It's literally like almost like back to back.
Really?
Hey,
Because-
cheek. This guy, though.
Tony timing.
Tony timing. What?
Hey, bro, God's timing is always great, dog. So,
Inshallah.
mashallah,
Mashallah.
mashallah. So, literally, as I'm dropping the hoodie, I'm receiving like my order number. They're saying, yo, this thing's arriving in South Like it's there. It's there, right? Because my first hoodies, I won't lie, I took the how can you say it? The nomads route,
Okay.
where everyone was trying to do something with the local Islaka vibe of producing in SA, right?
Yeah, everything local.
What year is this?
This is 2018.
Okay.
And mind you, like homies have started brands, like
Yeah.
close homies of mine. Didn't you also have a brand before?
Just did caps with
The
William.
Hamburguesa, right? Was it Hamburguesa?
No,
If I'm not
no.
mistaken. The trash caps.
The trash caps,
Trash
yeah,
caps.
yeah.
Trash caps. So
Look at you, bro. Point of reference.
Come on.
This guy stays at Reference Hotel.
Reference
Reference
hotel.
hotel.
Jeez.
So at the time, I remember like all my friends either started like with caps and t-shirts or caps or t-shirts.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'm developing and I'm still, mind you, Solo and I has been like obviously sourcing fabrics when we were working on Common Addiction. But all the fabrics that we like wanted our stuff to have or have like the compositions,
Yeah.
they didn't have it, bro. Like
Crazy.
Like you couldn't find even like 140 GSM cotton, 100% cotton at the time.
This
You'd
is in
find
the
like
city.
a blend. Yeah, you'd find like a blend.
Polyester.
Fully, or if you did find 100% cotton, it's like very lightweight.
Yeah.
Because they know, hey, Africa, it's
Shisa.
everything. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. But we looking to the Western side, and we're like, yo, bro, this Supreme t-shirt feels like
much.
this.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what's this? Oh, it's French Terry. Like, yo, French Terry.
What they know about that French Terry? dog?
So I was just like, yo, bro, we did samples. I even did samples locally. We produced stuff locally, and it was dope. And I was like, yo, I had a conversation with Yanni Kreese from Gold Street at the time, and they know their thing. They're well established. The Kreese group is well established. And he said, bro, he puts me on. It's like, bro, have you ever looked at like Alibaba? And I was like, nah, never like looked at that. Like,
And this was then.
yeah, I'm like China. I'm like, nah, not China, boy. Like,
China.
nah, no ways, boy.
You were like,
And you always think, you know, because every person's like has this misconception that like, it's China's Hong Kong.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
China
it's Hong
thing
Kong.
is big.
Yeah, you know,
big.
Hong Kong.
Sharp. It's
China.
sharp.
Help me bruise that calf.
Fully. But if you look at it, if these niggas are trying to replicate Balenciaga, the quality has to be at least close
Yeah.
Sure.
to it to make you believe it could be Balenciaga, right?
Yeah.
And or Nike or whatever. But it's like these are the countries that actually do make those
Yep.
clothes. We can't ignore that. You say that it's made in Vietnam.
Yep.
It's not made in South Africa. So
No, true facts.
Fully.
Says it on the back of the tab of the
Yeah.
shoe.
read it. Yeah,
Yep.
read the thing. See the thing on your clothes, the inside
The tag, my boy.
tag. Read it, dog. Like they'll actually give you some info there, and it's not made in South Africa.
Nah.
So
Some of them take them off.
yeah, some bros even say, hey.
Snips.
So
Yo,
So,
where
yeah.
are you?
Yeah,
Where are you?
insane.
Adidas,
Calculado.
Adidas.
Mike. Atiba.
So hey, I got that advice, and I always look up to these homies as like mentors, because I believe in like having more than one mentor.
True.
Like my big bro is a mentor, Tusa was a mentor, Cade was a mentor, so Yanni was also part of like, you know, my mentorship. And he says, yo, try it out. I'll plug you with the app, because I think at the time you couldn't even just download the app unless someone invites you to the app.
Whoa.
Mafia.
Yeah. So he pulls out his, I download the thing, and then he sends me the invite code. So I download it, and he says, yeah, just check it out. And I check it out, I'm going through it, I'm thinking, yo, this is like a whole new universe here. Because now it's like everyone you chatting to says, yes, we
Yes,
do have
we'll do it.
120
We'll
cotton.
do it.
Like GSM cotton.
We got it.
We got it. Like, we even have 140, and you're like, what?
Woo.
You lying.
Fight.
You're like, nah,
Fighting.
capping.
Yeah.
So at the time, I remember I was looking for the French Terry, because I was like, yo, I want to stay the standard. I want to do something different. My homies have done the caps and the t-shirts. Let me go do something else, which is this V-Utility hoodie, which is like a crazy, was like built up neckline with the 3 panels and the oversized pockets. So I'm sending this CAD over to them, and they're like, oh, yeah, we can do that. But when I was doing samples for it locally, like, bro, I flopped it like 3 times.
Yeah.
So you actually like went through.
Yeah, I
process
went
three
through the
times.
whole
Where did
trial
you
era,
go?
bro.
Did you do Durban, Cape Town, or just Jozi?
I did Durban, I did Cape Town, I did Jozi. Ended up
French,
Jozi.
French Terry is tough.
Yeah. And then French Terry, they're like, French Terry, like, yeah, we got French Terry. And then I was asking,
On Alibaba.
I was inquiring at the time, I think for 240 GSM. These are like 240. Oh no, we got 320. I was like, okay.
What's the
up.
MOQ?
MOQ, this is where I was like, nah, because a lot of the times you get discouraged because dudes are like, yo, bro, like you can only do 100.
Crazy.
Yeah, 100 at a time, bro. You you just started. You're like, no ways, bro.
And 60
Yeah,
or
that's
at least
coins,
50,
bro.
40 or 60.
About 20,
20.
So I was like, okay, cool. What's the lowest you can do? They said, okay, you know what? We can do about 50 for you.
Yeah, figured.
And I was like, all right, 50. Okay, cool. Send the quotation. Let's see how we can, you know, get this together. And the quotation comes, bro. I'm just like, okay, yo, this is heavy going. And
What are they saying? What are they saying?
I remember at the time, I was like, yo, how am I going to get this money? Oh, my salary, okay, this month. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm planning the thing, right? And I already know kind of my Dip Street cycle might be coming to an end, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's start saving up these coins. And then I had this conversation with my big bro, right? Mirko, and he's like, okay, cool. How much is it? What or like? And he just also is like, he's working, he's also hustling, he's doing his thing. Like big bro is always like hustle, like hustle's always one thing that's been a part of my family, right? So it says, okay, now this is like him teaching me business, right?
Shout
so
out,
he goes,
big
okay,
bro.
cool. This is how much you need. All right, I'll give you the cash, but you gotta come up with a business proposal for me.
Nice. Shout out, big bro.
'Cause I'm not just gonna give you the cash and you don't have a plan in action. So I want to see that you have a plan in action.
To pay me back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So I was like, I, because like, yo, I don't know, like at the time, obviously no one's gonna give you that opportunity. It's not like I can come there at the age that I was at to a bank and be like, yo, I need a business loan.
I need a loan, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it
credit score?
depends.
Depends.
But for hoodies,
Brother.
Nah,
that's
it'll
the
be like-
problem with these.
Do you even bank with
Fully.
us?
Plus,
Why
also
you-
with that, you're gonna need like a good portfolio, a good like, you know, they're gonna need to see your credit score.
Yes, sir.
And I was still building mine. Like I just started learning about those things when I started working. Because I always also had like my big bro to put me on game and be like, yo, credit score, so you can get a car or a house in future, you know. So I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't nearly anywhere where I should be for a credit score. So he's like, okay, put it together, and then we'll have a meeting, and then you pitch. And I was like, okay. So now I'm putting this thing together. I'm like going at it. And yeah, the pitch happens. And at the end of it, like I could see like my brothers looking at me like,
All right, my boy.
okay, my boy got something. And it's like, okay, cool. When it lands, let's make it happen. And yeah, put it through, like pay the deposit. And yeah, put my coins, and majority of them were his coins. So I put the coins in. Yeah, bro, when I got the hoodie, I'm just pushing it now, because now that's like when I'm finished at Dip Street and I'm pushing my hoodie now. And it literally came on time, because the time that I got laid off,
Timing Tony, bro. My goodness.
my shipments arrive in like 2 days after. And it comes straight to my crib. I still thought I was gonna go through that old customs process of fetching it at the airport. I didn't know.
Straight to the pause.
Say straight to the pause, bro. I opened the door, the guy's there with a big box, 50 hoodies. And I was like, yo, crazy.
Madness.
Time to push. And now I'm pushing door to door, bro. I'm like literally every time I was like coming to dudes and be like, yo, this the hoodie. Because at the time I wasn't doing like pop-ups or anything. I didn't have that extra budget to still say, okay, rent a store, rent that. And also back then, like landlords weren't keen on those things of like, yo, you're gonna lend my space for a week?
Stop. Who are you?
3 days? Like,
Who
nah, you gotta do this at least minimum 6 months. And you're like, yo, crazy. No one was like, even nowadays you can find people that are more to it because they understand those pop-ups and activations type of things. But that approach was still like something that we were lacking at the time. And now I'm pushing this thing in the streets, bro. I'm like, yo, hitting up dudes that were like always like looking up to me in terms of like, yo, this youngin can style or he can dress or whatever.
Yeah, the styling level.
Fully. And then as they saw the clothes now, like, yo, you made this? Like crazy. Even Ricky, shout out Ricky, R.I.P. Ricky. When he saw it, it's like, yo, my boy, you're doing something different. Like this is it.
This is you now, like with your product, and I see like when I was doing research, I can peep that you were linked with the artists and like people who were actually moving.
Yeah.
These relationships developed while you in Brum at
Definitely, because Dip is
Nice.
like Brum.
Brum
is like
say
our
Brum, the
fashion
Mecca.
capital, right?
Yeah.
Brum is like our Soho.
Yeah.
So the individuals that you're meeting everybody on their come up.
Nice.
You're meeting Cedric, everyday people's stories.
Yeah. Shout
Everybody's trying to get a picture. You're getting YS trying to learn from Cedric or doing his own thing. You get Uncle Vinny coming up fresh from school and saying, "Yo, boys,
School
can I kick in
uniform
with
down.
you?"
Yeah.
You know, and he's chilling there in the corner with us. He's the only kid in his school uniform chilling with
Oppo
all the
lady.
swag niggas around us, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, boys, let's go." And you got Voice, R.I.P. Voice.
R.I.P., man.
You got Gondo. You got Onyx boys. Everybody's
Isaac,
literally
everybody.
Isaac. Everybody. So we in the streets moving, right?
Yeah, that Onyx era was a
Was a crazy
was a
one.
hot moment.
Because even Onyx, bro. Shout out all the homies from Onyx. Rams,
Onyx was crazy.
everybody, Lebu, Happyville.
Literally,
So-
literally every single one of them, like scaled whatever that they were doing. Actually, a lot of people, not just like the Onyx Blues.
Yeah, it's
like,
not just
Yeah.
one.
Like everyone around
even
that.
even Kat, when she was here, that's what she was talking about. Like
Yep.
just like seeing that thing and like, okay, angle,
Yeah.
and then like scale that thing, and then you try things and then you're like, okay, maybe this is not me. And then
Yeah.
you try something else. Like
Try
just
different avenues.
there was a time where like maybe people are all doing the same thing. Maybe they all want
Yeah.
to do music. Then they're like, we can't all do music. Then like Lebu starts with the Happyville thing. It was such a was a melting pot, like a real one.
Shout out
Fully,
Onyx,
fully.
man.
I love
It's like-
that era,
It's
bro.
like everybody got to like pivot or scale and do it better, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because even Onyx, bro, that was like a movement on its own. You weren't getting any underground raging events, mosh pits.
Not a
Like,
chance.
bro, even the first time we linked, like all of us, like Champagne 69, myself, and like my group of friends, the War Boys. Like, bro, when we met the other dudes, we were at like some party in the north, and I remember they were playing music, and we were just like standing. It's like it was kind of like deadish, and I think the host or someone that was like part of the party, they're like, "Yo, does anyone want to play?" And then Gondo jumps up and is like, "Yeah, finally, like, thank God." Like,
Gondo.
Yo, shout out
And-
to
he plugs in his phone, right?
Hectic.
And Shadeen and I, myself, Shadeen, Kurt, who else was with us from our side? I think that time it was just the three of us rocking. I don't know if my cousin 80 was there, but we're like on the other side of the party and we're chilling. And we just hear, "I ain't playing with these niggas." And we just like, bro, we get so happy because for the longest time, especially like in the south, where we from, like
Yeah.
where Solo and I from, like there's no hip hop parties or stuff. So like it
But
almost
like that also.
yeah, like to
Yeah.
that
Yeah, like
extent, like
The advanced
Bro,
one.
Real hip-hop.
South side at the time had like a lot of the colored parties on lock. Like there was House, there's DJ Kent. DJ Kent was flourishing at the time. You know, those mixes would come out
Yeah.
and you'd get like Pens Down.
Yeah,
Pens Down was crazy, Shut Down. So those were like the things that were happening, but it was mostly catered to like
Commercial
house.
raps, yeah.
Like, you know, house was popping at the time, deep house. And we were like, okay, cool. But we like to go to those things because it's our age group
Yeah.
and it's the only kind of people that we've known for such a long time. But at the same time, we love like hip hop music.
Yeah.
We've come from this era of like listening to that kind of hip hop music, like deep hip hop music from your
The woos in them.
yeah, the Wu-Tangs, obviously Dipset, Diplomats, you know. So it's coming from that and also the house and stuff. And we're like, yo, man, it would be dope. And funny enough, Solo and I would always watch like the Travis Scott concerts
Yeah.
like on YouTube, and we're like, yo, man, this thing is
We want
crazy.
part
Like,
of that.
Only.
if only. And at
We
the
need
time,
part
it's
of
not
that.
like, it's not like now where you can just Uber to the east or you can just
No.
Uber to the north. It's like if you south, you south.
Ish.
You stay in the south.
Staying, you gotta find the groove
Yeah,
in
you
the
go
south.
to the Glen or Southgate. Those are like your two go-to spots,
Yeah.
and that's where like what everybody knew, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're in the north, you go to Northgate. You're in the east, you do your thing. And at the time, we're like, nah, bro. Like it's crazy how we don't fit in here. Like we're going to these events where everybody's in like you know
School
the
dressed a
dry
certain
fits,
way,
blah
yeah.
blah. You know. And at
Yeah.
the time, it's like if you think about it, even that swag.
Yeah.
That's like a roadman swag today.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's been,
Say.
but we've always had that swag in our culture. Like in the
Yeah, the tracksuit mafia was always a
tracksuit
thing.
mafia has always
Tracksuit
been
mafia
a
was always
South
a
Hard
thing.
thing. You
Tracksuit
get me?
mafia.
So the dry fits with the cavellas and
That was the
you
only
know,
difference.
Yeah,
They would
the shoes.
do the Lacoste tracksuit with the Cavella. This was my personal point of departure.
Exactly. It's like, wow. But hey, it was a thing, you know,
But it
with the
was still a vibe. It
Sebagos,
was still a vibe.
with the
Facts.
Sebagos, the
Facts.
Dakotas. It's like that's culture, right?
Sure.
And even if you think about it, bro, in the point of time where we elevate, we'll definitely go back to referencing those things.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I would say
I mean, cats even do it now. Like if you think
Yeah.
of like Dos
Dos is
is
still
like
rocking
hitting
it.
the stuff, but he's always wearing like a floor shim or something.
Still
It's like,
rocking it.
This shit cycles.
it's homage to home, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So I love to see that stuff, but at the time, we looking so into this, like what's happening outside.
Yeah.
And the cats that dress like us, they're nowhere near us. Like
Nowhere to be found.
nowhere to be found. It's just us, bro. We pulling up. We getting geeked up about old schools
Yeah.
because old schools are coming back. Vans is
Yeah.
dropping the old school, and we getting excited. Like, bro, I don't think no
Nobody.
one in the South's getting
Excited
excited for
about old
old
schools.
school Vans, bro. They're like, yo, boy, do you
Go
see
away
that
with that
Cavella
skating
colorway
shit.
where it
What?
spits?
Stop
And you're
it.
like, yeah, but it's like you looking at that old
Like
school
geeked
skate
out,
high. You're
like,
like, yo,
hey.
bro, we need to get those, boy. Americana, shout out. I think you remember Americana?
Yeah.
Prime, bro. Those were the only
Wow.
spots that had those things that we were looking for, and we didn't know until one day. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is Solo goes to Abbott's, right? And at Abbott's, he links up with TK Mkhotsi.
No,
Shout
don't.
out TK.
Shout out TK Mkhotsi.
Big man doing his thing also. So TK says, yo, bro, there's a spot called, it's like Spram, blah, blah, blah. And now this is like back in the days, like
Yeah, this is
before
way
we
back.
get to know. And there's like, bro, we go to, what's it called? Neighbor Goods Market.
Yeah.
And Neighbor Goods Market has just all these dudes
Life-changing.
that look like us, right?
Yeah. In the same place.
Yeah. But going before that, before even having that experience, when we at this party, that plays and we thinking, yo, we finally found brews that are like us.
Mm.
Like they start making this circle because every time that song played, they
It's
had
a
like
mosh
a thing that they do to make the mosh pit happen. It's like everybody goes on the floor, and once the beat like ramps up, we all start raging. So now we come there, we're like excited. They even like, we saw each other because as soon as the beat played, we're like, yo, and they're like, yo. So it's like, we come together, we make the circle, we go down, and we start marching.
Nice.
We have this marsh pit. And even the people in the party that join, they don't know what a marsh pit
They
is.
thought it was
energy.
demons.
Yeah, they say, hey, these kids must be on crack or
They were
something.
like talking like that.
No drugs.
It's demonic lights.
So it was fire. We got to link with them, and that was like one of like, you know, the interaction points that we had. And now it's like there's TK telling us about Neighbor Goods Market, and we should pull up. So when we pull up, we come to Brahm, and we didn't know that like these cats actually just hang in Brahm.
Yeah.
Like
just
there's
to
more
chill.
of us chilling. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this is the
the
spot.
This is the
Just
spot.
chill. It's
Yeah,
not
they
even
chilling. They're
about
not even
anything.
doing. They're like, yo,
Yeah.
why you now? We chilling.
Bro,
Like, they
just
taking
here to look
pics
fly, my boy.
fully. So it's like outfits. Now we're like, all right,
Yeah, now we
this is
found it.
this is the arena.
Yep.
This is the arena. This is
This
where
is
we're
where
going.
it's
Our
This is
own
where we're gonna
preference.
go.
What time? What's in
Yo,
the
I
timeline? When
think
was
this is like what 2013.
2013.
Yeah,
Hey,
2013, 2012.
Same timeline
Yeah.
as Book Cat, I think.
So
yeah, Cat was like more, just a bit later than
A
that.
bit later.
fully. So at that time, bro, it's like you getting to see everybody come out the shells, and then
Yeah, it was like 2013.
yeah, it was like
Damn.
2013,
Like around
bro.
2013, because that's like when Austin also was popping up with
Yeah.
Cedric, they
Yeah.
doing those portraits.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
neighborhood.
the faces.
Fully.
Yeah, everyday people.
All the time, bro.
Yeah, everybody wanted that picture.
Everybody,
Everybody- Everybody,
I just wanted my face.
Like
on
everybody
that page,
dressed up
bro.
on Saturday
Yeah,
Hoping to
so that
for
this
that
guy
whole-
might be like,
might be
might
there.
be like, yo, can I take this thing? Yeah.
Wow.
And he was like a ghost, dog.
Yeah.
Austin.
No, like Cedric.
Cedric.
Cedric,
Cedric.
Cedric was like a ghost. Like until you got to see that guy. It was funny enough, like even my first interaction, I was like, I go to Brom and like I was like dressed up, be like, yo, Solo, bro, this homie needs cash me. Needs cash.
Come on.
And we're not fine. And we're looking for, even at one point, we like used to look for this. We're like, yo, where people taking pictures? Because no ways, boy. This is why I can't go to like,
Can't go to
you know,
ways, boy.
we're going. And it's like, one day I remember, I think, what was I wearing? I'm not too sure what I was wearing. But I feel this pat on my back. And it's like, yo, can I take a picture of you? And I'm like, dog, who? Like,
Who's
who
this
you?
guy?
Like, yeah.
You, this bro,
Then it
man.
goes, every day people say, I'm like, yo,
Finally!
I made it.
I've been looking for you.
Wow.
Finally,
Look what you did to the kids.
So,
Shout out Cedric.
so those moments are always like exciting. And that's like the first time I actually got to know the man behind the camera, because you'd never see that man's face
Yeah, I
on,
used
his,
to
on
operate.
his profile.
Used to operate.
And yeah, bro, we'd be in the corner, and yeah, I think when everybody's pushing, then the thing became like that stigma, like quote unquote brown kids.
From
Yeah.
kids now.
Now
Shout
we
out to
have
the
this
brown
thing. Now we
kids.
have like category.
Yeah, the category
You
now.
pose like
Yep.
this, you look like this,
Sure.
you dress like this.
Yes,
All the
yes.
poses like with the
All the
hands in the
poses.
hands.
Hey, you know. Hey.
The
Shout out
hands
to
in the
Hakim.
face.
He's the president of
He was the
that.
president.
The Brum
You
Lord.
can't even trash God himself. Trash God
Brum Lord.
himself.
Hakim and William, boy.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Billy
this is why.
Steelios. Yeah, the trash gods.
Yes, that's
Oh my
key.
God.
Trash guys.
And we peeping them there, dog. We're like, all right. Then Ian Connor comes and just kills everybody with the shoelace and the old school Vans. And yeah, boy, everybody's dads. Boy.
Remember, and the
Yeah.
shoelace belt.
The shoelace.
Yeah.
That's why with the
Shoelace
shoelace.
Shout out to the skaters.
Dads, boy.
Damn, bro.
Nah,
And
no,
yeah, bro, I
Brum.
think that was also like a dope time in music also, because all the underground
Yeah.
cats like ASAP Rocky, like everybody is just popping off now.
Mm.
And funny enough, at the time, like underground music used to feel like underground music. It used to
Yeah.
really feel
Yeah.
like
Like
it's only
SoundCloud was
certain,
really SoundCloud.
yeah,
was
Yeah.
real.
like only certain dudes used to know that category of hip hop
Sure,
artists
yeah.
or whatever. And when you meet up with like-minded people, it literally felt like a niche community.
Sure.
Now it's like everybody's
Yeah,
into-
everybody knows Days
Everybody's
Before
like,
Rodeo now,
Nah,
but
yeah,
like
'cause
that
he
time.
re-released it.
that's
I'm
Yeah,
like, bro,
exactly,
bumping.
exactly.
if he didn't re-release it, I'm pretty sure you don't even know that there's Al Pharaoh before
Alpha,
that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't know
exactly.
about
That's
They don't
that's
know
the
them,
first
man.
thing,
That's
and it's like
And cats would just replay those same 6-7 songs.
Bro,
exactly.
the whole
Joel.
time.
It was fire.
Fire, the kids, like this is the one.
it was the one, bro.
Now, during that time, you were selling the products now. The products are moving now. Is this now where you now get into your styling bag? Or now you're beyond that now?
The styling bag.
Yeah.
Now the styling bag.
Or is this before the model? Where we at? Because, hey, these guys operated everything.
So the styling bag starts happening. I think was when I was. It wasn't even that crazy of like I wasn't like always a stylist and styling Bruce for coins. Nah, it was just I looked fly.
Yeah.
I was trying to obviously make a name for myself also, because at the time, like, you know, Ricky would put pressure on you.
Shout out to
When you outside, he would always come with that energy, like, boys, what you rocking? And it's like, all right. So now you know, bro. It's like, you know the vibes. Everybody needs to be on par, right?
everybody.
So when you're outside, you always want to look apart. So I think at the time, I got just like a few clients that were like maybe people from the store that would be like, yo, do you actually style? And I was like, nah. And then, you know, when you get the question asked again, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah,
Trying to see what
yeah,
happens,
okay,
yeah.
cool. And
I
then
do that.
and then now they say, okay, cool. Do you do the sourcing and stuff like that? Now you're thinking, okay, cool. Sourcing, like what's sourcing now? Now you start learning these like terms. They're like, no, when you can go to a store and lend clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, you can actually lend partners and then return it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm thinking, nah.
Hi.
I clearly don't know too much about this thing. So I was like, okay, I got like one gig. And I think my first gig, I was still at Lysa, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like an assistant stylist. And I was doing like, you know, wardrobe changes for like an artist that came from Nigeria. I think his name at the time was, I even forgot, dude. It was upcoming Nigerian artist. And I was doing wardrobe. And then the lady was explaining to me how the whole styling thing happens, how you must go source these things and blah blah blah. So now I was like, okay, I was familiar with the terms because I heard it that time. And then I was like, okay, cool. Let me try. I was with the lady. I bro came with some other thrifted stuff that we found, blah blah blah. Styled the dude, and I did a few other styling stuff, but it wasn't like, for me, it wasn't my thing. Like I was like, nah, bro, I can't be styling Bruce, and Bruce don't even understanding what they're wearing, you know. And it's like, I'm like, bro, I ain't got time. And at the time, only like, for me, it wasn't working for me to my advantage. Like, I'd rather have a job, the salary is there, and I'm working on this thing that I'm really passionate about. So that's what I stayed focused on, just making the clothes. Like,
so instead of styling, were people coming to you for your stuff, and then they would style your shit in whatever they were doing?
Exactly. And that's like where I was like, yeah, we can do that. Like, if you want, you can lend some stuff from me. Now you can source from me and then bring it back or whatever. And then if like at the time, because you're upcoming designer, you don't have quantities to just be seeding. You're not Puma, you're not Nike.
No, you're not.
So the seeding thing is like, yo, you had to be really like, yo, it's this one jacket, it's this one t-shirt. That still on top of it just being one, you pointing at the highest person in the room. You're like, yo, this is either going to Ricky, Malooms, or AKA, or
the big
it has to eat someone or Stogie T, but someone gotta wear this thing that's like really in people's eyes. And at the time, that's actually kind of like far, bro.
It is.
But then when for others, I'll say for others, because from being in the Brum circle, these dudes you always bumping into. So you know, hey, there's a possibility. Now it's like that dream that maybe seemed far-fetched, you know, it's close, boy. If I maybe just pull up to this event or whatever, I'm a bump and it's like how every rapper starts like, oh, can I spit some 16s? It's like, yo, can you take my tea, please?
With the product.
Fully.
You gotta be visible, and you also gotta be strategic with like your product, because you know you're not pushing like crazy numbers yet. So people need to understand that. Don't be mad at your bro, because now he doesn't want to give you the skipper.
Dog.
But also you're not visible.
You're not visible. You're not the bro.
So
in all honesty,
let my guy work, okay? When you get visible,
holla at
then
me.
you get CD, okay? That's how this thing works.
Okay.
You see what's happening.
The hierarchy.
There's a hierarchy
of visibility, okay?
Of visibility.
Okay, so I want to know, because you've been hitting us with the Brum stories. Me, I love Brum stories. I can talk about Brum stories all day.
Yeah, we love a Brum story.
But this recent, because all of this is building up in my eyes to this Paris thing. So like it's product, it's pop-up, it's like having a lot of units, it's leveraging your relationships. I feel like this Paris pop-up is like a culmination of all of these things you've been working toward over all of these years. So just tell us about that experience, and for the other person out there watching this, in terms of like, it's possible to put a dream together, to work with people, put it together, show during Paris Week, sell out all these fucking caps that are 1,000 rand a pop.
Let's go.
Like, you know, I want to know about that part.
So in the essence, like you said, it's like you get to start putting in your 10,000 hours and you're learning. And the more you learn, the better you get at it, right?
Facts.
And Paris has always been like, that's like the
Mecca.
big arena now.
That's the arena.
That's to say, okay, cool.
That's UFC.
I fight. Let's see how good is my fighting skills, right? Let's see how I can.
UFC for real.
UFC for real.
So you get to, like, you know, in this journey, you get to meet so many interesting people that are also like in fortunate positions where they've done it before you, or they have the experience that you may need.
For example,
I would say to me, shout out Zaid.
Again.
Great Africa.
Again.
Big Queen.
We talking about connecting the dots. Every episode.
And it's granted, it's warranted.
Yeah. Bro, when you put in the work, you deserve your flowers, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's a homie that really deserves his flowers. I actually told him this even like last week. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm seeing homies move. Solo got to go to Paris last year, and he got to experience it, made some connects. And I'm like, okay, cool. Beginning of this year, I had FOMO because last year I didn't get a go. And shout out to Zayd. Zayd actually said, yo, dudes, if you guys want, you can come.
Let's go.
Like, but you're going to sleep on my couch. And I was like, yo, I didn't have the coins. And I remember Solo was like, he had the coins, he was ready. He said, yo, actually, I might take Zayd on that sleeping on the couch thing.
Yeah.
So it makes it work. He bounces, right? And Solo already had been on, I think before that, he had been on like a trip with his fam, and they passed by there and he chilled there for a bit. But when he went this time, he got to really like immerse himself and get to experience that culture at that level of having your friends with you.
Yeah.
So like I'm seeing, bro, like every day I remember I'm watching these stories and I'm getting phone.
Punished.
Damn, I should have been ready.
That was all of us this year.
So it comes this year, beginning of the year, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, I call Solo. And I'm like, bro, let's actually work towards this thing. Like I'm thinking, I see everybody tries to either do it on their own, or they trying to, I don't know if it's maybe to have that recognition of like, yo, I'm doing big boy things.
I did it.
Or the first to do it or whatever. And I know like amongst my friends and I, like we don't have that energy, right? So we're like, yo, whatever we try to help each other with, we try our best, right? So I hit him up and we're having this conversation. I'm like, bro, what you think if we do it together? And it's like a light bulb moment. I think even for Solo, it's like a light bulb moment. Like, you're right. It's like, yo, we actually should do this thing. Like, you know, we should do it. Let me call some of the brews also, because Solo's like, he's a bit more connected to some of the homies that have brands also. So hits them up, hits a few, and we get to start the conversation, right? And first homie that we're like, okay, we would love to have his expertise, his guidance, you know, mentorship. And we know that, hey, this, even if we get a sponsor, it's going to be a big sponsor, big bag. And this is a bag that we need to know how to handle the bag, if anything, right? Yes, and we need to make sure it's the ROI, the return on investment is proper for the brands that are trying to get involved, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not really about us. Like, we know that, hey, bro, sometimes you gotta lose money to make money or make something happen so that people can see the bigger picture. And once we started putting this together, we're like, okay, cool. Zayd's been doing this thing, bro. Like, he knows, he's been in and out of the country. He knows how to do activations. If anything, he'd be dope to have on the new platform or new like group that we're trying to like establish together, you know? And then we started hitting up the other brands, and we said, okay, cool. These are the ones that are definitely looking towards traveling and doing something and taking their brand to this because they're ready. So I think let's stick to a number, maybe 4 or 5 of us max, and then let's go do this thing. So Zayd gets on board. He loves the idea. Kiggy gets on board from Long Season, and that's now 4 brands. And we're like, okay, cool. Now it's pitching time. We know that each of these brands have responsibilities to do in terms of who they approach or what they can offer to the table, and just practically using all of our strengths to better the stakes for us in this opportunity, right? And now working together, we're working as a community per se, and the unity just makes the goal like easier, you know? So now we were able to look at spots and look at that rent and be like, we can split that in 4. We can do that. It's cozy. And now everything is like getting finalized.
Nice.
And like we just keep ticking each checkbox as we're going throughout the year. So starting from Jan, it's like us close friends that knew we were gonna travel or wanted to go. We were already like paying deposits for Airbnb, and together, like something like that, it's like it's not worth that much, you know, like it's not that expensive.
It's not crazy.
So you seeing a bill come from like, if you were doing it by yourself, it's 30,000. But now that you're doing it with like 6 homies or whatever, it's like 5K.
Yeah, but not much.
Yeah.
And then you have to first pay the deposit, which is 50%, 2.5.
That's easy.
And then at the end of the month, they want, not even at the end of the month, like a week or 2 weeks before you actually going, they want the other deposit. So it's like, that's another 2.5. Bro, when you're looking at it, you've just paid 5K spend
spending-
like 10 days
In
in
Paris.
Paris
Crazy.
during
Nice.
Paris Fashion.
Stronger
Nice.
together, though.
So
Yeah.
Nice.
when I tell dudes, yo, bro, look at your goals and then find solutions.
And stop
on how
spending
to get
money in the club.
it. Fully, because yo, a bottle, how much is a bottle? Like,
It's a lot.
I don't
In the
even
club.
drink, so I don't know.
Azul is 15, 20K.
that's
For
your
real?
That's your, I don't know,
Fully.
but,
Hey!
Ballpark.
could be, who knows?
but you can split that amongst y'all to have a fucking spot, bruh.
Exactly.
In Paris.
In Paris during
Yeah.
Paris Fashion Week, and that was kind of like what we together wanted to showcase. Like through unity, we can make this thing happen and champion our South African like craftsmanship,
Yes,
our
Husky.
brand,
So our
and
stories.
show that we also have stories. We in this thing. It's not just I'm a piano. That's
True.
the dope thing that comes from South Africa.
But piano is definitely a rocket fuel.
It
Yeah.
is. It is
Shout out
because
to Piano.
when
Shout
you're
out.
looking at it, it's like you gotta look at your opportunities like really carefully. And at the time, it's like, bro, there's a window where everybody's hungry for South African culture. Like
True.
everybody really, really wants it. So you're like, okay, they want the music, they gotta want the clothes.
As well.
They have
Bro,
to take
and
everything
the whole
out.
thing.
Lingo,
If they want the clothes,
energy.
they want this, they want that. So that's the art, that's the fashion. So it's like, okay, shop.
Everything.
Now connecting dots.
Yeah.
Yes,
How many
Husky.
brews can we plug in? Because
What was the name of the pop-up?
connecting
Connecting
dots.
dots.
Halala. Jesus.
Shout out Solo.
Fighting.
I was setting these things up.
Ah, that is
Setting
too
these
much.
questions up like line
Ah,
man.
yeah.
Issue.
Fully,
Tony
fully,
Tan.
fully.
Tony
Tony
Tan. Issue.
Valhalla vision, dog.
Okay, so you planned it, you pop. Airbnb, you pop.
Yeah.
So now I
Store.
need vibes. Who's coming to the Joel? What's it like? Selling out, Spura Maludas. What's the story?
It's
What is
crazy,
it?
bro.
That's too much.
It's a different level, no
Tell
cap.
us.
So
Give us aromats.
we come there, we putting things together. Lucky Solo had like a friend of his that lives in Paris that he met on his previous Paris trip.
Nice.
So we're like, yo, could you do the groundwork for us? See if like these stores that we found correspond and if it's doable. So she goes, she does the groundwork, everything, and bro, she finds the one store and she's like, yo, this one is actually the best one. And we're like, okay, cool. At least something that we found is aligning. And now it's okay, cool. How much is it? Blah blah. Bro, we figure everything out. Store is dead, set.
Nice.
Now everything is set, right? So we're like, okay, cool. We still haven't got a sponsor.
Okay.
This is coins that we put in, like
Yeah.
flights, blah blah blah. Like
All your own coins.
all our own coins. And exactly. I just arrived.
Yo. No way.
Yo. Oh my
So
goodness.
we're like, all right, okay, cool. And that was like our first conversation with the brands because there was more dudes that we like pitched the idea to.
Yeah.
And we're like, guys, we're not promising you a sponsor. We're promising you a concept.
Yeah.
So everybody that's in the concept has to be willing to go forth with it
Yeah.
if we don't get a sponsor, right? Because sometimes I feel like that's also the vital thing is proof of concept.
True.
People don't believe it until they see it.
Yeah.
And we knew, okay, bro, there could definitely be a possibility that Bruce are gonna look at us and say, how much you need?
That's crazy.
Wait, how much coins
Mm.
for you guys to go to Paris and do what?
Do this thing of yours.
and
Sell clothes.
show
and-
you guys can do it. And it's like, yo, bro, it's
Show and
more than
tell.
that. It's,
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason to do it because my belief, even in my pitches, I was like, bro, I believe that if brands stand behind these creatives and these artists and all these talented individuals
Yeah.
and they support that dream, like, bro, that there on its own shows that brands are amplifying these creatives and giving them like opportunities like that.
Yeah.
And of course, once someone gets wind of that, which is what we're going to showcase, obviously, sponsorship, it's sponsored by
Yeah.
so. You're probably going to get more pitches from kids
True.
being like,
Trying to do
yo,
this.
we also trying to
We
go
have an
next
idea
year.
too,
We have
yeah,
an
yeah.
idea, blah, blah. And what happens at the end of the day, you get more interaction with people,
Yep,
right?
exactly.
So at the
Selling
end of the
couch.
day, your engagement and your reach will spread. And also, we know that one thing of being outside is people watch you more.
Yeah,
True.
that's true. bro.
People like to be curious. They're like, people are curious. They're like, yo,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
this
What's-
nigga
what's
doing?
going on?
What's he
Even-
Trying to
doing?
figure
Like,
out,
you know?
yeah.
So, bro, we knew those things because we've seen it before when we've traveled. The numbers go up.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, we can
Facts.
guarantee you that the reach, the engagement, blah, 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 blah. But coming back, I was like, guys, this thing we might not get a sponsor for. So everyone that's cool with it is cool with it. And bro, we put like a proposal, a big proposal, bro. I think that was like a 45 pager explaining everything, the whole approach, because we've now obviously throughout getting all the knowledge that we've acquired,
Yeah.
the 10,000 hours, we were ready for doing a pitch like this, bro. And
So did you end up getting a sponsor?
no.
But you guys still went and it was a success.
Success, bro. We get that side.
Beautiful.
Everything's handled already. Plus, when everything was already handled, it gives us that leverage to say to brands like, yo, bro, even without your
With or
content,
without you.
Yeah,
this
with
thing
or
is
without
still
you.
happening, bro.
With
So,
or without you and us.
That's the moral of this story, guys. With or without you.
with or without
You
you,
must
that
vibe,
we're going
bro.
because
Yeah.
this thing is like, it's important for culture.
than us, yeah.
It's
Bigger
bigger
than
than
them,
us,
man.
way bigger than us. And what we're doing is we're showing that community
Yes,
is
Oski.
bigger than individualism.
True.
Individualism is nice to find who you are, figure out who you want to be or whatever. But once you figured yourself out, is you gotta help the ones around you, right? That's why I say it's like once you pass through the door, that's the moment when you can take the ones with you, right?
Sure.
So once you figured out yourself, you gotta know that, bro. Who is your community? Give back to the community and figure out ways where we can plug each other or help each other with this thing.
Yes,
And
yes,
connecting dots was that. It's like an opportunity, or now I can say it's something that will help upcoming artists or designers or
Yeah.
whoever in the game have an opportunity to showcase in Paris
Yes,
or
yeah.
wherever we're
Wherever
trying to
in the
take
world,
it to.
yeah.
A nice portal.
Fully, because it's like it's a global thing.
And it's
Yeah,
just the
man.
beginning.
It's
of
just the
something
beginning,
that's
yeah.
Bigger, so much bigger than you know.
Yeah, because
Fully.
they got all the flavors. But we had an episode dedicated straight just for that.
We didn't
Crazy.
drop it though, nah?
We didn't drop it?
I don't think it dropped.
I don't think you guys
Connecting the
dropped it.
dots.
We didn't drop it?
We didn't drop the
I don't
episode.
think you dropped
Oh
it.
my goodness,
But
we
we
gotta
have
drop
the
that.
whole-
We got a whole
We might drop
episode.
that
Shout out,
episode.
shout
We got a
out.
whole episode explaining like how important
Like,
connecting
bro,
the
yeah.
dots
Please,
and the
please.
concept and like us going to that side and sharing community.
Please,
The whole
Yeah,
shebang.
that because I feel like there's so much stuff. Even
There's
though
too much.
Yeah, it's
even
too
though
much.
like we're gonna have to rap soon. That needs a whole.
Yeah.
That's like a whole segment because there's like the party side.
Yeah.
There's so
There's
much,
like
bro.
the entertainment angle.
Yeah, God.
If it's
Yeah.
like a movie, it's like from Brum Stories to Paris Stories, a Tony timing movie. Tony timing
Oh,
film.
Sorry, Tony
The
Timing
whole
in the
shandies,
game.
bro.
Okay, just for the last, are you showing us this thing or no?
Oh,
Yeah, what's in the back?
oh yeah, oh
Are you showing
yeah.
us this thing or
Yo,
no?
it's time flying like that.
Bro, even before that, you gotta tell them, hey, dog, the hoodie sold out, dude.
yeah,
The hoodie sold
The
out.
hoodie sold
Don't act
out.
The
like-
caps are
Are
coming
we
back.
showing
Cap
this?
sold out.
By now the caps are out.
Nah, let's show, hey,
Go
what's
buy
going
the
on
cap.
in
It's
here?
out.
Oshi, what's going on
Are we
in
showing
here?
this thing?
We gotta show you what's going on in
Yeah,
here.
it's
Yeah, dope,
Let's open a
dope,
Patreon
Yo,
for this box.
Shout out Puma South Africa.
Sheesh.
They actually, you know,
while you're showing us, just tell everybody where they can find you, your handles, where,
Tell
they,
them,
can, where they
man.
can buy more
Also-
stuff. Give them something to holla about.
alright. So you can find me on Instagram at Tony_JR16, and that's Tony with a Y, not an I. And then for the brand, you can find it on Instagram at Valhalla_HOTF. So that's Valhalla_HOTF. And yeah, the website is valhallaconcepts.co.za.
Go call.
So
Call.
cop
that
yours,
This is
be a
top
part of the
secret.
family.
We show them, bro.
Yeah, that's something I'm pretty sure by the time this shows, I can show.
The
Well,
world.
yeah.
Debut.
I need the Zazas for this.
Debut.
Hand clap.
Where's the camera? Ah, yeah.
Shout out Hayden. Shout out Hayden.
Shout out Hakesy
Yeah, because he sees the vision.
Shout out.
He sees the vision. So
you did that.
yeah, so I
yeah,
did
too
this.
much.
He sent me a speed cat, and he said, "Bro, I've been seeing the global campaign. Is like, I don't know if it's a campaign about what the homies are doing globally. Is they getting to customize these speed cats. So I think
Hello?
I know you, our brute this side. So we want you to do something. And yeah, you see, I kind of,
Oh my goodness.
since it's a speed cat, I decided, okay, cool. Let me get, instead of going the average way that, or normal way that everybody would expect me to, which is like denims or something, I sourced an airbag, being it's a speed cat,
Hey, what the Ochi?
you know. So
Yeah, done. Like, subscribe, go and buy that thing. Go and buy that thing.
So yeah.
Follow
Special
Toad.
friends out right
Special
now.
friends out as we speak.
Boom, shagalaka.
Speed kills.
Kills,
Ay.
I know it.
Valhalla
Ah,
kills.
yo.
You might gotta get a part 2 for this shit.
Valhalla
bro. I won't
vision,
lie.
bro.
Tony needs to come back and sit down.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm
Might
down
gotta
for a
come
part
back
2.
and sit down.
Bastard.
Amazing.
So yeah, these
Crazy,
are
bro. Henry.
let's say, no, not say unreleased, let's say
Henry.
unshowcased.
Exclusive.
So yeah.
SA Streetwear School,
Like
baba.
1 and 2.
Spool us. Yo,
Yeah, and it's unfinished. It's unfinished, as you can
It's
see. like,
unfinished?
yeah, there's still some components that's missing. I just thought, since I was in the lab, let me bring it with me.
Good lord.
Now we
Thank
appreciate
you.
it, dog.
Anytime.
Thank you
It's
for-
bigger. It's bigger than
Thank you
all
for
of us.
sharing your stories. Like,
Thank you. And actually, both shoes they different. So if you look at the
The
shoe,
detail.
yeah, the details immense,
It's not
bro.
one thing, boy.
It's
Nah, we'll
intricate.
do best with the camera. Don't
It's
worry.
intricate.
Yeah, yo, really.
We're gonna do best
Well, I'll
with
show
the
you in a
camera.
hot man.
Yeah.
Please let them know. That, like, it's too much now. You see what's going on.
it's a
Hey.
done deal.
It's bigger than
The
us.
deal
like.
is done.
It's too done. Me, I'm gonna close the show like this, guys, from your boy Enzo Marawa. Enzo 1 million, Enzo special friends.
And it's a Ferrari colorway.
You understand?
Rah.
Ish.
No, we appreciate you guys.
Talk your
Thank you for
shit, Ken.
watching.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, guys.
Shut
Really
up. Oh, you wanna
appreciate
talk
it.
your shit on this thing?
No. Here's my mic.
You
Thank
wanna do
you.
your outro?
Hey, yo.
Outside, Isa.
Ah, dog.
Say goodbye to our friends.
Yo, man, this episode was too much. Shout out
this
to
episode
everybody
was-
watching. Shout out to our guests. Shout out to the host, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm my boy Calvin X.
Enzo Marawa.
Tokyo smack.
Tony
Valhalla-
Timing. Tony
Valhalla
Timing.
Vision.
Tony Timing.
Hey.
Tony Timing.
Valhalla Vision.
Where's that phone?
We outro.
No man, dog. Yo, no way.
Shout out, fam.